What if your family doesn't approve of your spouse? Can you mend a broken bridge? Well, relationship coach Tracy McMillan says you can. And to prove it, she's putting newly engaged couples and their disapproving families together under one roof. Earlier, we caught up with her in today's DBL Spotlight.
Tracy, welcome to DBL. Family or Fiancé dives into all sorts of relationship drama. So we reached out to our viewers, Tracy, to see if you could help them answer some relationship questions. You ready for that?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Here we go. First up, we got Miss Gwen. She says, Tracy, I'm engaged now, but when our relationship started, I was the other woman. Does our relationship stand a chance?
I mean, yes, it does, but you're going to have to know that there's probably going to be a grief process with your fiance's family. So oftentimes when there's been a divorce, they have to let go of the old version of the family that included probably somebody, the ex-wife, somebody they were connected to and loved very much. So if you can be heart open around that and compassionate toward their grief process, that will open the door for them to accept you.
Wow.
That's
great
so
advice.
well said. All right, up next, my man Mike says, look, I got divorced from my wife after she cheated on me. I tried to move on. I even married another woman, but now I'm divorced again, and my first wife wants me back. Am I dumb for going back to her?
Well, I wouldn't say that you are dumb, Mike. What I would say is there's probably some insecure attachment wound that you need to address before you go all the way back into this other relationship. So when people have like a lot of broken or dysfunctional relationships in a row, it usually means that the way you bond with other people isn't like it's insecure as opposed to secure. So you could just go do another round of that insecure cycle with your first wife. Then it sounds like you did it with your second wife, and you could go back and do it again. Or you can go to therapy and start dealing with your own attachment wound, because then you will form a different kind of relationship. Without doing work, unless she's done tons of work and you've done tons of work, it'll just be the same relationship all over again.
We are
pro
therapy over here. So when you said that was our that's our gospel here.
Ooh, child. Well, lastly, Meredith says, my fiance's mother has her heart set on a traditional Catholic wedding. I always dreamed of a non-traditional ceremony. Should I give in to his mother's wishes or stand my ground?
Well, I would ask you, what ground are you standing? Like, what is so important about not having the Catholic ceremony, and can you do both? So maybe there's a way to combine. I'm very interested in win-win and negotiating. So you're stating your need. Your need is non-traditional. Your mother-in-law is stating her need. You certainly don't have to fulfill her need, but when it's all the same, like if it doesn't take something away from you, maybe you could do both. You want to make people happy when you can, but if it is going to cost you something, then I wouldn't say stand your ground. I'd say be clear on what you want, and be very loving in the way you communicate that.
Okay, I do want to know, are these the types of stories we're going to see on your show, Family or Fiancé? This is what we want to know.
Oh, we're going to see all sorts of things here. You're going to see every kind of issue going on in a relationship. And whether you identify with what's going on in the couple or not, you will identify somewhere. That's what's so great about the show.
All each of you needs to do is go, I'm willing to fix it. What do I have to do?
I love it. To our viewers, catch season 2 of Family or Fiancé, airing now on OWN. Tracy, it has been just a joy listening to you. Thank you for joining DBL. I know our DBL Nation will tune in. We'll be right back. Thank you, Tracy.
Thanks, Tracy.